call? Yes. I was just reading the Department of Justice's guidelines for those that are informants. Yes. Now, let's say I'm informing the Department of Justice that somebody changed the internet in the hospital. And the Department of Justice says, well, we didn't know that until I emailed it to them. Now, considering I've emailed the DOJ numerous times, yes, they have what is known as the Senior Field Manager, let's see here, Department of Justice Law Enforcement Agency. Yeah. Now, I did email the Drug Enforcement Administration. Could you get me all their employees? Now, considering it looks like they're federal employees, they should have been whistleblowers. Yes. And then they should have taken into consideration that when I had to sign into the internet, somebody's intentionally obstructing my videos. Yes. Now, the DEA and all their employees, yes, because I emailed them, yes, they were all obligated to blow the whistle on fraud, waste, and abuse. And it could be that the DEA needs to visit Olympic Medal. Why don't you put the internet back the way that it was? I noticed that when I first got here, yes, I signed into my internet browser Chrome, yes, and it didn't have any firewall. But then when I left and I came back, now there's a new firewall there. Now maybe the Federal Bureau of Investigation wants to investigate. I have emailed the FBI, all the field offices, and they're all federal employees. That would make all of them oaths of office and whistleblowers. Yes. And I could sue every FBI agent of the United States of America. Why don't you get me those employees? Because they might want to know about. Then there's Immigration and Naturalization Service. I emailed those individuals. Pooch. I just want to know the last 40 years of employees of the DEA, the FBI, Immigration and Naturalization, yes, and then the JLEA. Now, you can put the internet back because I think they do want to visit. See, I emailed the United States Marshal Service hundreds of times, pooch, and documented all the times that I've had the obstruction of me putting videos on my YouTube channels. Now, when I sue all the employees of the United States Marshal Service, yes, for refusing to whistleblow, they are personally liable right now. I will sue each and every one of them. And then there's the Department of Justice Office of Inspector General. I emailed the Inspector General of the Department of Justice. Pooch, I'll need to know every employee of the DOJ's Inspector General. Yes, because I emailed some Inspector Generals yesterday. Now, when you're committing fraud, waste, and abuse, yes, because somebody in the local sheriff's department decided to pay to obstruct me from being an informant of the crime of the sheriff's departments, the police departments, the judiciary, and the employees of the local governments. Yes, it says here in the Federal Prosecuting Office of the United States Attorney General. Yes. Now, it's the Criminal Division, Tax Division, Civil Rights Division, Antitrust Division, Environmental and Natural Resources Division. Yes. Why don't you give me every one of those federal employees that if they do know of fraud, yes, waste or abuse, they are personally liable right now, because I will imprison each and every one of them.